contestant this evening, representing Texas Third Coast MMA, Bryan Gregorio.
Luchador mask and all, Bryan Gregorio. Already like the showmanship from this young man. We shall see if he can back it up as he takes on the double tough Jason Gwaltney. Final touches for Gregorio. As far as I know, making his debut here tonight. Spread the word to your friends and family. ClearLifeMedia.com, where they can catch the action. We have a championship fight later tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Marco Esparza taking on George Regalado in a 5-round banger. Here we have, AJ, Bryan Gregorio, ready for action. Go ahead, AJ.
I was going to say Marco Esparza, who in the main event, is one of the more exciting young fighters I've seen in a while out of Houston. So I'm excited to see him get this opportunity tonight for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent makes his way to the cage, representing Species Gym, Jason Ray Gwaltney.
Jason Gwaltney making his way to the cage. Looks primed, looks ready. Expect a lot of speed from both these fighters. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. "10 years of training for Gregorio at 27 years of age versus the 23-year-old Gwaltney. Tall bantamweight, and Gwaltney at 6 foot tall. 5-inch reach and height advantage for Gwaltney. Both coming in at the 135-pound weight limit. It's going to be a good one. Jason Gwaltney, and he is ready for action.
Ladies and gentlemen, our fourth fight of the evening is being brought to us by Ashley King Properties and is scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes each in the Elevate FC Bantamweight division. Introducing first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing 135 pounds. His record stands 1 win against 4 defeats. Fighting out of Mexico by way of Stafford, Texas, Bryan Gregorio. And across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner, he stands 6 feet tall, weighing at 135 1/2 pounds. His record stands 2 wins against 2 defeats. Fighting out of Texas City, Texas, Jason Ray Gwaltney. Referee in charge of the action, Jeff Rexroad.
Jason Gwaltney. Bryan Gregorio.
Yeah, an intense stare down between these two fighters right here. Truthfully, it's probably not going to a decision, in my humble opinion.
Gwaltney just landed a shot on Gregorio's face to open things up.
Yeah, that left jab right there, you know, Gwaltney will probably have to use his height advantage maybe in this fight, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, Gregorio ate the shin right there.
Yes,
trying to score the takedown for his trouble. Caught up in a kind of a high guillotine that Gwaltney abandons.
Yeah, now
he needs to work for an underhook, like holding onto that neck a little longer than I would have liked.
Man,
There he goes.
Can Gregorio shake the cobwebs out? Because, man, he ate 2 shots early on.
Yeah, right off the rip. So, I mean, that's probably why he opted now for a clinch game right here, trying to just settle into this fight, wear a little bit on his opponent right now. But Gwaltney now with the left underhook, and now he reverses the position to put Gregorio on the cage.
And right off the bat, the disparity that we could see is just that 5-inch height advantage from Gwaltney, just towering over Gregorio.
Yeah, right here now they're literally jockeying for position right here in this tie-up right now. Left arm underhook right here for Gregorio. Oh, tries to sweep, and Gwaltney ends up on top right here.
Yeah, Todd, earlier before the show started, we were talking about being the taller fighter or the shorter fighter. In those situations, I love being the taller fighter because once you fall to the mat and it's just a pile of limbs, usually it's easier for that taller guy to end up in the better position.
Yeah, and so like what you're saying, I think it was Gregorio he was the one that was dragging Gwaltney down, but just the length was just had so much leverage for Gwaltney just to land on top.
And then right there from the top position, Gwaltney looking for the guard pass and lands a big right hand right on the chin right there. Gregorio coming up with a left arm underhook now though, trying to escape the position. And here we go, back on our feet now. Gregorio with a body lock around the waist of Gwaltney.
Yeah, I feel like Gwaltney's maybe gone for a couple of chokes in situations where he probably should have found a better position before he started looking to try and grab hold of the neck. And it's letting Gregorio get back into the fight in situations where he should be, kind of being controlled.
Got about just under 45 seconds left in this round.
Yeah, Gregorio really trying to go down. He's in on a single leg right here.
And so far, Gregorio pressing hard for the grappling action, but has eaten up the majority of this round, hunting for something good, and has allowed Gwaltney to get pretty much the better exchanges of this first round.
Oh, hey, a little scramble action right here. And now they're swinging and banging on the fence. Ooh-wee!
Is that a clash of heads? I don't know.
Oh, nice. Hip toss from Gregorio.
Big toss from Gregorio, but Gwaltney, he continues wrestling through to the position, comes up on a double leg, and now he's on top.
Man, good scramble there from Gwaltney.
Yeah, sir.
Round 1 comes to a close. Pretty easy round to score, in my opinion. I think that's a Jason Gwaltney round.
Yeah, he had landed more strikes in my humble opinion.
Yeah, and some good damage, like good solid strikes.
Yeah. Gregorio was opting for the clinch, so he did a good job of getting to the clinch, but not that many strikes landed, in my opinion. So
yeah, better control, but I mean, when you're controlling and not throwing anything, it's not going to score.
You can see that Gregorio, he's really wanting that grappling exchange. So we'll see what adjustment he makes going into the second round to see if he could get the fight to the ground and pin his opponent.
I want to thank everyone at home that's watching us from ClearLifeMedia.com. I am Todd Moore calling the action here with the Ultimate Fighter, Ricky T, and my man, AJ Hoffman. You are watching a fight between Jason Gwaltney and Bryan Gregorio. Let's see if Gregorio can make the adjustments, take round number 2. I also think that, just eating those shots early on, hopefully now he's got his composure back to mount some offense. Round
Gwaltney
2
with
underway.
The forward pressure right here, trying to work behind that left jab and the back roundhouse kick. Big jump right here, closes the distance for Gwaltney. Feint action right there as he's keeping his opponent up on the fence. Gregorio with a left hook downstairs, circling on the outside perimeter of the cage.
Man, playing with fire, going for that lead jab to the body as the shorter fighter.
Yeah.
You don't see too many of that. Gregorio now closing the gap.
Yeah, there he goes right there.
He needs this takedown. He needs it early. He's eating up a lot of time trying to work for these positions.
He should opt for that left arm underhook. The advantage, I think, in my opinion, right here is for Gregorio to keep working to that left side. He's trying to trip right here with his left knee and just keep pummeling to these tie-ups to get to the takedown of his choice that he's practiced inside the gym.
Gwaltney doing a good job and pummeling out. Now he's the one with the pressing Gregorio against the cage. Let's see if he can make something of it.
Yeah, fighting for that inside tie-up and then reversing the position now. And it's like when you're here in these clinches, what are you opting for in the clinch? Either it's going to be a lot of the times that Greco-Roman clinch on the fence or that Muay Thai clinch right here up against the fence, and some knees to the body right there from Gwaltney.
Referee Jeff Ruxo looking really close on the action. I almost felt like he was possibly about to step in and break the action from a stalemate.
Yeah, but you know, in my opinion, you know, they're working right here. You know what I'm saying? There's some knees right here, and it's like it's up to the fighters to, you know, if Gregorio wants to get out of this position, it's up to him to pummel and use his muscles to get out of this position. But there's a lot of squeezing going on right now, a lot of squeezing, a lot of grappling going on in this situation.
I was gonna say, I think what he's really keeping an eye on is that hand, making it, because a couple times he's gotten those fingers in the cage.
Oh yeah, the grabbing the fence tricks. I get you.
A lot easier to hold somebody against the cage when you can stick your fingers through, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if that became legal, how that would change the game.
It would make it a lot more boring, I think. I mean, quite frankly, like.
Big takedown right there for Gwaltney.
It may have just stolen him the round. Just judging by the clock, we're under a minute, and now he's probably going to ride this out on top.
Yeah, you know, top guard. He could use this to pin his opponent's head up against the fence and fight for those inside positions and look for some ground and pound. Here comes the hooks right here from the top.
Oh, and he's busted open, too.
Oh, yeah, some big right hands right there from Jason Gwaltney. He's coming through super aggressive right now. Trying to pass the guard to the left side while delivering some right crosses, and there's blood. There's blood in the cage right now.
This is exactly what Gwaltney needs to be doing.
Yeah, heavy offense.
He's scoring big on the eyes of the judges right now. He's in full control of this round. Another Gwaltney round.
Oh my goodness. It looks like it could be the ear. I don't know. No, I'm tripping.
Yeah, I think it's in the hairline or on the eyebrow maybe.
Hey. Doctors are working hard on that cut right now. See if we can get a shot of that. But right now, Gregorio has not been able to get anything solid on the taller Gwaltney. He needs to really pull in his bag of tricks in round number 3 if he plans to win this fight. Does he have what it takes? Because Gwaltney is in full control in this round, in this fight.
I mean, yeah, for Gwaltney, he needs to just keep doing what he's doing because the momentum is in his favor. For Gregorio, he's either going to need a big punch to land on the feet, a big overhand or a big hook or something, or if he gets it to the ground, he's going to need a top position with a full mount and ground and pound, or a back take and ground and pound, or a back take with a choke. You know
nice job from the cut man in stopping that cut. Gregorio looking clean going into this 3rd and final round. Let's see if he's got one in the tank to swing away. He needs to stop Gwaltney if he plans to win it. Go ahead, AJ.
As you say, Gwaltney, what Gregorio's doing wrong is he's letting Gwaltney just take the middle of the cage every round. He just decides where the fight's happening. This is what Gregorio needs to do. This is really his only chance at this point.
Yeah, he came in swinging hard with the hooks right here. Now he opts for the body lock clinch, some left punches to the body, a little bit to the face. And Gwaltney, though, not accepting the position, getting the underhook and then reversing him.
Man, this could be critical here.
Little throw right here.
Who ends up on top?
Gregorio with a big toss, but Gwaltney continuing moving through the position. And now he's got that left arm underhook for Gwaltney. And there's more blood now from the face of Gregorio.
Yeah, it's a pretty nasty cut, man. They did a good job, like Todd said, between rounds, sealing it up, but it's gushing.
We got just under 2 minutes left. Time is not on the side of Bryan Gregorio, especially now with that big body lock takedown from Gwaltney.
Yeah, he could literally just ride out the round for the rest of the time in the side control position.
Based on what we've seen from him, he doesn't seem much like a ride out the round guy. I think he's trying to hurt this dude.
Oh yeah, look at this. Now he got that full mount, transitions to the back take, and here comes some ground and pound right here.
Full back take from Gwaltney now, hunting for that rear naked choke. Can he secure it?
Now's where all that blood is kind of working against Gwaltney.
Doing his best to try to trap an arm. Can he get it? I think he's in an awkward angle now, but Gregorio doing a good job in disrupting the flow of the attack, constantly working those wrists. 54 seconds left. And that's why I like this. For a second there, Gwaltney was trying to transition to mount.
Oh, almost had a triangle.
But lost his positioning.
Gregorio now on top, in the top guard right now. But with the clock ticking down, it may be a little bit too late right here.
Got about 30 seconds.
Gwaltney right here uses his legs to escape from the position, and we're back in a stand-up game.
If I was in Gregorio's corner, I'd be telling him to be swinging away. Leave it all in the cage.
Yeah, you know, and then good job on Gregorio right there to continue wrestling through the position, though. He did end up on top, and he kept fighting through the adversity right here. Still looking for a way to get the fight done.
Standing guillotine with 10 seconds.
Gwaltney right here with the guillotine attempt. They're gonna swing and bang until the finishing bell.
And Jason Gwaltney and Bryan Gregorio go the distance here tonight at Elevate Fighting Championship. Pretty easy fight to score, gentlemen. I give that one all to Gwaltney.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was a tough fight, you know what I'm saying? Gwaltney definitely gonna leave with this decision, you know what I'm saying? And you know, shout out to Gregorio right there too. He fought a strong fighter, you know what I'm saying? But he stayed in there all 3 rounds, you know what I'm saying? He could have easily, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
got stuck on bottom right there with the ground and pound, you know what I'm saying? But he kept fighting through the end and even still swang till the finishing bell, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's just an overall strong performance for Gwaltney.
Yeah, he came through. He came in with the stand-up game, and then with the ground and pound strikes, you know what I'm saying? Cut his opponent open. Big win right there for Gwaltney as he continued climbing the ranks here in the Elevate FC.
Somebody to watch, man. It's good. That was a good showing.
And at this point, Gwaltney at 2-2. This will improve him to 3-2 if he gets the decision, which I'm pretty sure he will. After about 5 or so amateur fights, especially if you're starting to climb up in your 20s, that's when I start to recommend to guys to start to think about turning pro. You want to start getting paid for this and making your record official, especially after coming off of a solid win.
Yeah, I know what you're saying for sure.
Scores are tallied up. Let's gather the fighters. Let's make this one official. Hand it over to Colin Cantrell.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate these fighters. What a bloody war. We go to the judges' scorecards where the judges score the fight 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27, all 3. For your winner by unanimous decision, Jason Gwaltney.
Jason Gwaltney, officially your winner here tonight. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, as we have Angel Pulido taking on Jesus Sanchez coming up in our next fight of the evening. Elevate Fighting Championship coming to you live from the ULH Event Center here in Houston, Texas.